What's up, guys? It's Gio, and welcome back to PokeBattle Saturdays, where every Saturday I jump on PokeBattle for about a half an hour and I ladder and I talk to you guys, and it's a lot of fun. But before we begin, I would like to apologize if I'm super nasally in this video. I kind of have to record a little bit ahead of time, and this time of the year is really bad for me allergy-wise. Like, super runny nose, like... You guys can probably hear that right there, so I apologize if that annoys you guys in this video. I hope it doesn't too much, but anyway, this week we're using Quiver Pass team. Half of this team I stole from a Rate My Team on Quiver Pass, which was just on CTC's and Team Archive on Smogon, and the other half of the team I kind of modified to fit PokeBattle a little bit more. So anyway, breaking down the team, we have a Suicide Lead Screens Deoxys, which is here basically for the purposes of getting up screens, taunting stuff, and getting up rocks, and then dying. And then getting a free switch into Venomoth, to where you Quiver Dance and put stuff to sleep. And after that, you look at your opponent's team, and you're like, alright, which one of these four things handles your opponent best? First, you have Gengar, who I run sub on to beat Bisharp one-on-one. I have Sub, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Ice. And then I also have Keldeo, who is Lumberry Keldeo to stop, like, Prankster T-Wave, Prankster Toxic, stuff like that, with Surf, Secret Sword, Icy Wind, and Hidden Power Flying. Then we also have Landorus, who has Earth Power, Focus Blast, Psychic, and Sludge Wave. And then we also have Sub Latias, because I'm completely terrified of Bisharp, with Sub HP Fire, Dragon Pulse, and Psy Shock. So anyway, let's quickly grab a match here. We do have 30 minutes, which is nice, and we quickly get a match. Say hi to YouTube. Alright, anyway, so looking at our opponent's team right here, I don't see any fast taunt users, which is amazing. He has Infernape, which is kind of annoying, but I'm just going to lead Deoxys as he leads Weavile. I'm going to go ahead and get a Reflect up real quick, because it's going to help me deal with this team a lot. Because he has a couple things that go primarily physical, and he knocks off my Light Clay, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but I'm going to choose to get up rocks as opposed to a light screen. Pikachu says hi YouTube. Anyway, I'm going to choose to get up rocks as opposed to a light screen, because it's going to help me beat his Charizard a little bit easier. And now I'm going to go into Venomoth, and Venomoth is going to put something to sleep, and then Venomoth is about to win this entire game. He goes for knockoff, gets rid of my Koba Berry, and I put him to sleep. I'm just going to Quiver Dance up, because I do not fear anything from this guy. I don't think he can do anything to me. I don't think he has Whirlwind. Never mind, he does have Whirlwind. He Whirlwinds me out into Landorus, which is actually kind of annoying. I'm going to go for a Focus Blast right here, and I do 54%, which is so cool. And now, he doesn't really have anything to take a Focus Blast. He might switch into Zard, which would be like a Lando counter, but, you know, I don't mind too much. So he goes into Infernape right here. I'm modest, if I recall correctly, and I won't outspeed him anyway. I'm going to go out into Gengar, though, because Gengar will resist his Fighting Stab. He goes for Hidden Power, presumably Ice. I think I'm just going to Shadow Ball right here, as he knocks me out with the Flare Blitz. But we are still in a decent situation right here, because we can go out into Latias, and we can Sub, predicting him the switch, and he goes into his Goodra, which is cool. I'm just gonna not waste the sub and go for Psyshock right here, because as he goes for Draco, which is cool. I'm gonna sub up again, predicting him the switch, as he just decides to stay in, and Draco Meteor. I'm just gonna sub up until he can't break my subs anymore. Hopefully he can't break my subs at -6, or else this will all be like a huge waste of time. No, he breaks my subs at -6. Anyways, I'm gonna go into Venomoth right here. And I'm going to Quiver Dance up right here, because Quiver Dancing is going to be pretty important for me to win this game. Have I already put something to his to sleep? Yeah, I put his Weavile to sleep. I put his Weavile to sleep. Okay, I'm going to Quiver Dance right here, because he can't do anything to me. And then I can pass one Quiver Dance to pretty much anything that I like. And at this point, I think Keldeo would probably be my best option. As he is going to go for a Fire-type move right here. So I'm just going to pass. Yeah, he's Zard Y. I'm going to pass into Keldeo. Keldeo isn't amazing at this, but it should be able to do some good damage at +1 with a Surf as he goes out into Goodra. I don't really care. I'm just going to Secret Sword. I would rather him just burn his Sun turns. Like, I don't really care. And so if he goes, okay, he goes into Mianchow. So this is likely Scarfed Mianchow, but I'm just going to Surf anyways. He goes for the Fake Out. Hey, I'm fine with you burning your Sun turns, dude. I'm going to Secret Sword right here, because a Secret Sword is actually going to get some good damage off on this thing, and yeah, it's going to knock it out. I didn't want to go for Surf because it was in the sun, and it was not going to do as much damage. But he goes into his Infernape, presumably to Fake Out right here. I will outspeed him. He goes for Mach Punch, and he's going to lose his Infernape, and that is the basis behind this team. It's to do as much damage as possible with the first couple of mons that you have, and then just absolutely, and then clean up with stuff like Lando. But I'm just going to go for a Surf right here, as it does pretty good damage. I should have Secret Sworded. That was a terrible play. Why didn't I do that? Anyway, so I'm going to be able to do some solid damage to his Charizard right here with the Surf. It's not going to be able to take it out by any means, but it's going to free up some... Oh, wow, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting. I'm going to go out into Lando right here, because I will outspeed him no matter what. I'm just going to Sludge... Actually, I'm going to Psychic, because Psychic will be able to take him out. He misses a Fire Blast, which is a bit unfortunate, but I still had the game held down with Latias, so that's going to be a good game. And we're going to grab another match. I hope you guys can't hear my computer. It's running kind of loud right now. But hopefully that is not too big of a deal. My headphones should be in by now, by the time you guys are seeing this video, so I may do like a mic quality test thing. Anyway, looking at this guy's team, he has what looks to be a very Volt-turny team with an emphasis on trapping something with this. I'm going to lead with Deoxys, as he leads with Gothitelle. I'm going to Taunt to make sure he can't trick me any dumb item and set up on me to +6. And win, as he just ends up going for an Energy Ball. So I'm going to Light Screen, and then I'm going to Reflect, and then I'm going to get up my rocks, and this is going to actually work out pretty well. Because I will have plenty of time to set up with Venomoth on this thing. And he looks to be Specs, because he keeps going for Energy Ball. So we'll see what he decides to... how he decides to play around some of my Pokemon right here. I'm going to go for a Taunt to stop the Celebi from setting up or anything. Because I don't want him being SD Celebi. He's Thunder Wave. Okay. I'm going to go for my rocks right here. And basically, the reason I'm going for rocks is because I know he's Volt Turn. I know that's what the name of the game for him is going to be. It's going to be... it's going to be for him to kind of cycle through things as fast as possible, and I'm running out of screen turns. This stinks. I'm going to go for a Light Screen again, just sacking this as he goes for a U-turn, which is fine, because no matter what he goes into, I should be able to take a hit with Venomoth, except if he goes into T-Tar, or, okay, he goes into Gothitelle, which is pretty cool, because I'm going to go into Venomoth, and I'm assuming he's Scarfed. I'm going to go for a Sleep Powder right here, and I end up hitting Sleep Powder, and I'm just going to Quiver Dance. This is where we start the Quiver Dance party. And looking at his team gets beat really bad by HP Flying Keldeo. So I think that's what I'm just going to try to Quiver Pass out into in this match. Just because Keldeo will beat Scissor, Keldeo beats Gothitelle, Keldeo beats Landorus. HP Flying should do good damage to Celebi, and plus he'll have Spadef boosts. It certainly beats T-Tar, and after... I think at +3, Surf does like 70-something% to his Pokemans. Anyway, I'm going to Quiver Dance again as he goes for Psychic, and now I'm going to pass right here. What I'm going to pass out into... I may actually pass out into Latias? No, that is incredibly dumb. I'm going to go for a Bug Buzz. Yeah, I'm going to Bug Buzz, as that's going to be able to take Gothitelle out, because... I really needed that to be gone. I don't think he can take me out with a Bullet Punch, because I'm going to resist that. So I'm going to Baton Pass right here. Oh, never. No. That is all sorts of terrible. I'm going to go into Latias, and I'm going to HP Fire. This is really unfortunate, because I thought I was going... Yeah, he's banded. Okay. He took me out because he was banded. Actually, Venomoth probably would have died anyway, but we still holding the city down. It's okay. So he has this. I know he's going to T-Wave, so I'm going to go into Lando. Yeah, the reason I said he was going to T-Wave is because he wants this thing slower so he can beat it with Lando later if he is in a Scarfed Lando set, but he goes for Energy Ball, and I'm just going to absolutely destroy him with a Sludge Wave. Does about 69%, and is going to be able to knock Celebi out on this next hit right here. He has one thing that wants to switch into a sludge. Okay, he goes into Lando, which is a good thing to switch into a Sludge Wave. I'm going to go into Latias right here, essentially sacking Latias, because I actually... Latias has some use later in the game. I'm going to go into Gengar. If he knock off, so be it. He Stone Edges. Okay. And he's Leftovers. I don't think he suspects the HP Ice, because most Gengar don't run HP Ice. I just try to run like as much coverage on this thing as possible, because I know if it gets like a couple of Quiver dances passed to it, then it needs to have as much coverage as possible. But anyway, so it looks like I beat the rest of his team right here. He goes into Rotom. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna pull a hard switch on a Latias, because I know I can take that Hydro Pump. That was a crit, and I'm gonna be able to hit him up with a Dragon Pulse right here. If he, okay, so he Willows, which is a good play. But my goal, okay, that did 47%, so that looks like Spadef, or Defensive Rotom, to probably handle Talonflame. He goes into T-Tar, which is fine, like, I don't really care. I'm sacking this thing at this point. I've got the damage on Rotom that I need in order to win later in the match, so, because at this point I go into, oh, he's DD Megatar, this is bad. Well, I think at this point then, I go into Keldeo and hope I don't die. Is that what I do? Actually, I'm going to put the game on a Stone Edge right here. Actually, he has Ice Punch. I completely forgot about that. That was a terrible play by me. I'm going to go into Keldeo, and I'm going to go for Surf and hope he misses Stone Edge. Basically, that's how I win. He actually goes for the Earthquake, meaning I will be able to tank that with... I will be able to tank that pretty easily, and he's probably just going to go into Rotom right here, which would be good. He goes into Celebi. I'm going to go for... Oh, man. See, I don't want to run the risk of him being max speed, so I'm going to go into Gengar right here as he goes for Recover. There's no way he can stay on right here, so I'm just going to sub up because he can't lose his sub. Yeah, okay, so I sub up on his T-Wave. That's pretty cool. I wasn't meaning to do that, but it just kind of worked out that way. And Shadow Ball is going to do a lot. He ends up breaking my sub with a crit Energy Ball. But I'm just going to click Shadow Ball because I will knock out Celebi, and I will be able to clean up the game. Because he does have this Rotom, which will go down to a Secret Sword from Keldeo, and before, like, Scarf. Okay, so I end up taking that thing out, so that's pretty cool. I haven't been able to successfully pass a ton of Quiver Dances yet, which is kind of the goal of this team. Frankly, last match, I just got a really bad matchup versus that Gothitelle, because if it had gone for a Psychic move and I had passed in a Keldeo, I didn't want to run the risk of Keldeo being, like, critted or anything. And like Psychic types really mess this team up, and especially when like usually if I see like a Psychic type, I can just pass to Latias and kind of deal with it there. But he had T-Tar, so this is Sticky Web without a doubt. I'm gonna lead Deoxys because you know, why wouldn't you lead Deoxys? And looking at this guy's team, Lando has a field day against this guy's team if I can weaken Talonflame. So that's what I got to do. So he leads Scrafty. I'm gonna Reflect, and then if he Dragon Dances, I'm just gonna Taunt. Like I don't really fear this thing whatsoever. So yeah. So yeah. Moral of the story: I don't fear Scrafty that much, because even if he Dragon Dances up, it's not like he's gonna do that much to me if he's asleep. So yeah. I also have Landorus to Focus Blast him, so that'll be pretty cool, and he ends up leaving. We will see if it's internet issues or if it's just he decided to forfeit because he's facing Quiver Pass. Yeah, man, see, I hate it when this happens, because it's either do I try to find another match and run the risk that he comes back and I have to play 2 matches at once, or do I just like try to wait this one out. Okay, if he doesn't come back by 1:45, I will assume that he is not coming back, and then grab another match. So we will see. Okay, it's 1:45. Okay, so we're grabbing another match. This Quiver Pass team is doing pretty well so far. We're low at the ladder, so it helps that like people aren't using Thundurus and stuff like that. But anyway, looking at this guy's team, this is pretty obviously a Mega Medicham team with Wish support. I'm going to lead Deoxys, though, because like, there's literally no downside to leading with Deoxys. I'm just going to get up a Reflect turn 1 as he goes for a Fake Out, because this should allow me to take a high jump kick as he goes into Scarm, which is fine. I'm just going to taunt him. Like, really, what is he going to do to me? He tries to get up his rocks. No, sir. I'm not going to allow you to do that. He goes into Egg Slash. and I'm gonna taunt Aegislash as he just ends up going for a Shadow Ball. That's fine. I'm gonna get on my rocks as he just Shadow Sneaks. So I'm gonna go into Venomoth right here, and I'm gonna hope I don't miss Sleep Powder. Wow, we are perfect on our Sleep Powder so far. So I'm gonna Quiver Dance as he goes into Chansey. Can Chansey really do anything to me though? He goes for Toxic, and he misses, which is amazing. I'm just going to keep Quiver Dancing. He goes into this. This is a problem. This is a problem, because he's just going to... Okay, I'm going to pass into Keldeo, but he's just going to Whirlwind, right? Yeah, he Whirlwinds. That's pretty obnoxious. But anyway, I'm going to go for a Focus Blast on the Skarm right here. And I missed my Focus Blast, which I guess is fine. Now, the question is, am I real enough to go for an Earth Power right here, predicting Aegislash? I'm just going to go for a Focus Blast. Like, I don't really lose anything if he goes into Aegislash, because it's just going to get bopped by an Earth Power. So, yeah. It wasn't really worth making the prediction if he were to, like, Whirlwind me out or anything. I'm going to go into Gengar, though, because I'm super real, and there's no way he's going for a Psychic-type attack right there. So I'm going to go for a Sub right here. I may not outspeed him, because I think I'm modest. So, wait, hold on. Did he come back? Okay. So he did not come back, which is cool. So we're just going to go back into this match right here and see what this guy decides to do. So I sub as he goes into Chansey. This is great. I'm just going to spam Focus Blast because, okay, so he goes into this, which is going to be easily 2 KO'd by Focus Blast. I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball and take it out, which is amazing. So now he does not have a Phaser, and he goes into the Hard Camel, and I'm just going to click Shadow Ball. He goes for Earth Power, maybe forgetting that I'm Levitate, question mark. But right now, there's no way that he can beat me right now. I don't think, unless he gets like 7,000 crits. But I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball right here. He goes for Aqua Jet. That kind of looks... Oh no, he's Belly Drum. Belly Drum is fine, because I'm just going to be able to Shadow Ball right there. And I know this is super paranoid side of Geo, but I'm actually going to sack Keldeo. Actually, no. What's my best play? I'm going to Shadow Ball right here, sacking it to his Zen Headbutt, which I guess is okay. And I'm going to go into Latias, because Latias will resist his stabs. I'm just going to sub up, because if he wants to go into Chansey, then he's going to suffer. Oh, okay, so yeah, he goes into a Chansey, and I don't think he can touch me at this point. I believe this forces him into his Medicham, and it will allow me to get some damage off on his Mega Medicham with Psyshock, which won't do a ton, but I don't want to risk him having, like... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? If he actually has Seismic Toss, I'm going to sack Latias, and then Quiver Dance up, and pass. Okay, so this guy's basically raising at the system right now because he has Aegislash, Azumarill, Skarmory, Medicham, and Chansey on the same team. He has S-Toss, which is fine. I'm going to go in... Actually, no, that would be a pretty dumb play, wouldn't it? I'm going to go for... I'm going to sub up right here. And basically, he's mad that he has some broken stuff, and I have some broken stuff on my team. But I was barely able to afford this team. I'm just gonna keep clicking sub until he knocks me out, and then I'm gonna sleep whatever he goes into, and Quiver Dance, and then pass to something accordingly. Alright, so yeah, so he's mad that I couldn't make this team, like, in real life without Pokegen. Like, yeah, that's why we're playing on a simulator, dude. There's a reason. And if he's using Wish Chansey, and like if he is using Wish Chansey, then, like, really, are you gonna complain about it? Because Wish Chansey is incredibly hard to get. It's a 3rd gen Japan only move from an event that you have to transfer from 3rd gen to 4th. No, yeah, whatever. So he's just gonna knock me out right here, which is fine. I'm gonna go into Venomoth. and I'm going to Sleep Powder. And I could still pretty easily lose this game. I'm going to Quiver Dance right here, though, as he just goes for Soft Boiled. It's fine. I'm just going to sleep him again because I literally lose nothing by it. If he switches out into Mega Medicham, I win the game straight up because he actually doesn't have anything to deal with. I'm actually going to pass. And, so I'm just going to go out into Keldeo. Doesn't matter what he does to me. He S-tosses. He's going to get hit by this Secret Sword, though. And then I'm just going to Surf and finish him off because there's no way his Mega Medicham is going to be able to take a +1 Surf from a modest Keldeo. So, and I don't think, yeah, Fake Out is not even going to come close to knocking me out. Since Surf is going to knock him out. So that's a good game. We're about 20 minutes in. And we're grabbing one more match. Hopefully 2 more matches, depending on the speed of how things go. But that's just an example of, like, you don't need, like, 5 or 6 Quiver Dances up before you pass. And that's a mistake I made earlier, not passing after 2 when the Bandit Scissor took me out with Bullet Punch. But, like, you don't really need a ton of Quiver Dances. But anyway, so this guy is using an Evolution Core, Dragon Steel Fairy, I think, yeah. I'm going to lead Deoxys because Deoxys taunts oh, he leads Talonflame. That's pretty bad, actually. I'm going to Reflect turn 1. If he's Taunt Talonflame, I would be pretty impressed. Okay, he's U-turn. So that is likely banded Talonflame. I'm going to Taunt right here because I don't want him subbing. And then I'm going to Light Screen as he will likely knock me out with an Outrage right here. Honestly, if he knocks me out with an Outrage, I will be the happiest man alive. Okay, he goes for Ice Beam, and then I'm just going to get on my Rocks, because Rocks will actually help me deal with Talonflame later, and he can't do anything to me right now. I'm just going to taunt him again. I don't want him getting up a sub. And then I'm going to taunt again, just, you know, just in case he switches or anything. Like, okay, so he ends up taking me out with an Earth Power, which is fine. So I'm going to go into Venomoth right here, and what Venomoth is going to do is it's going to sleep something, and then... Wow, if he goes into Umbreon, I will be thoroughly impressed with him. Yeah, okay. Alright, so Synchronize doesn't kick on Sleep, apparently, or he's running Inner Focus. I'm going to Quiver Dance, and he goes into Talonflame. I'm going to pass, and so I barely live because of Koba Berry, so Koba Berry come through. And I'm going to go out into Latias right here, because Latias actually has a lot of fun versus his team. I'm going to go ahead and Psyshock, just because... Okay, wow, I barely lived that. That was actually really bad. So he goes into Egg Slash to take me out with a Shadow Sneak, which is a bit unfortunate. So I just wasted a little bit of time there with that Quiver Pass, because I'm not going to be able to Quiver Pass again, but that's okay. Because I'm just going to go to Lando. And Lando's going to Earth Power, and that's going to do a lot of damage to something. If he's not... Like, pretty much every Umbreon carries Foul Play, but if he's like Heal Bell, Wish, Protect, Toxic, he can't touch me. Like, period. He can't touch me. Okay, so he just Aqua Jets right there, which is fine. I think I'm modest. Am I gonna be able to take him out? I'm gonna Surf right here. That does not take him out, so that's pretty disappointing, to be honest. But I'm just gonna go into Gengar right here. And I'm going to Shadow Ball, as he just Aqua Jets, does about 50%. But I don't really mind it, because if he wants to come in and sneak with his Egg Slash, I just sack Venomoth to Shadow Sneak, and then come back with Landorus, and have a party. So I'm going to go into Venomoth, and I get taken out by the Shadow Sneak, which is just fine. Then I go into Landorus, and I'm going to Earth Power, as he just King Shields. I don't think you can even... Oh, he's asking if I'm Specs. Alright, I'm just going to put this in chat for him to help him out. Oh, sorry for like the crazy highlighting for a second. Oh, never mind. He figured it out. Okay, sweet. I'm going to Earth Power and just take out his Umbreon, which is fine. If he wants to go into Kyurem, then... Okay, he goes into Sylveon. I'm just going to Sludge Wave. Like, I don't have any reason not to. Does a good amount of damage as he Hyper Voices. To be honest, I will lose this game unless I hit my Focus Blast versus Kyurem, but like frankly, I don't see myself hitting Focus Blast versus Kyurem. I'm actually going to go for an Earth Power right here. Actually, no, I can't. I got to go for a Sludge Wave just to knock this Sylveon out. He goes into Kyurem. As long as I hit my Focus Blast, I should win, to be honest. Please, for the love of God, hit your Focus Blast. Come on, Landers. You've been so clutch. Thank you. Alright, sweet. I may still lose to Shadow Sneak, though. It depends on if he can do 49%. I don't think he can. But, you know, he could be weakness policy or something. Okay, so I end up just taking him out with Earth Power, so that's a good game. We haven't lost using Quiver Pass so far. So we're going to grab one more match. And now that I said we haven't lost using Quiver Pass, we are going to lose for sure. But looking at this team, I read the Rate My Team for this thread. I'm not going to pull it up during the battle. But I'm just going to, like I kind of get the gist of his team. It's a very bulky team. I don't think he has Skarmory as a phaser, so I got to lure Skarm at some point in the match. But he leads Darmanitan. I'm just going to get my rocks up right here, because honestly, actually, no. Why did I say I'm going to get my rocks up? I'm going to reflect here, because I think I can take a hit from this thing after he goes for Flare Blitz. So, actually, you know, I said I wasn't going to pull up the thread, but I'm probably going to pull up the thread. Alright, what is the thing that I was looking for? So, okay, I need to look and rate my team. The Return of the Slowking. Alright, this is not at all the team that I thought it was. Never mind. I saw a team of Toxicroak earlier, and I saw a Slowking team. They're not the same team whatsoever. I'm going to taunt right here, as he just scalds, which is fine. Like, I don't really care. He scalds again. I'm just going to get on my rocks. Can you, like, burn me? Thank you. That was amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go into Venomoth right here. And I'm going to Sleep Powder, because Venomoth don't care. Venomoth is about to hit this Sleep Powder and hopefully put Skarmory to sleep. You would not know how happy I would be if I put Skarm to sleep, because basically once I Quiver Dance once or twice and I pass to Keldeo, the game is over. Like, he has nothing to stop Keldeo at +2. Well, like, not a whole lot stops Keldeo at +2. He goes into Darmanitan, which I guess is a good play. I'm going to Quiver Dance right here as he goes into Skarm, so he knows what's up. I'm going to pass right here into Keldeo as he just like, oh, he Brave Birds. Okay, I could have stayed in. That's fine. Keldeo at +1 still just does a number to his team. Actually, he has a 4x resist to fighting, so I don't think he's gonna stay in. Actually, I have HP Flying. What am I worried about? He goes into Trevenant, and oh my goodness, that is a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna HP Flying right here. We'll see how much it does. It's enough to take him out. This is amazing. I love Quiver Pass. This is a team that I'll probably use just in casual games. I won't often. I probably won't use this for like serious laddering. It's pretty good low on the ladder just because like there's not a whole lot of Thunderuses flying around. But he goes into his Ampharos right here. I'm just gonna go for a. Well, do I go for a Stab Secret Sword? Let's see. That's like roughly 40, 120. This will be 110 or lower. So okay, I'm just gonna Secret Sword. Wow, he ate that up. Alrighty, that was pretty bad. But I still think I win because I go to Venomoth and this thing is still asleep. He goes into Skarm. It's fine though, because I can just go into Latias and I can HP Fire, and this thing is about to experience some pain. Because he probably is thinking like, oh, he probably goes Draco, can't really touch. Okay, no, he goes out into Slowking, he's smart. I'm gonna go out into Venomoth though, and I'm gonna try to Quiver Pass into Latias because Latias just straight up beats his team from here. So all I gotta do is Quiver Dance once and not get burned. If I don't get burned, then I win, like straight up, because he has nothing to take on +1 Latias either. I just needed to kind of weaken his team. Wow, okay, so I completely forgot about Psychic Stab. I'm amazing at this game, guys. I'm going to go into Gengar, and I'm going to Shadow Ball right here, because I just want good damage on Slowking, because that's going to allow me to come in here with Landorus. And, like, I should be able to win with Landorus at this point, realistically, because his team is pretty slow. If the the Slowking switches out because it's annoying. But I'm able to take out Darm, which is cool. And he goes into Slowking again. He's gonna go for Ice Beam maybe. But if there's anything I want to lose, it is Lando. Yeah. All right. Hey, we're fine. Yeah, Pikachu's talking about how I'm pretty weak to Slowking, but like, yeah, it's an offensive team. Like, I didn't really expect to be great against stuff like this, but he goes out into Skarmory, which is fine, as I just get up a free sub, which is a godsend at this point in the match, because I'm able to take out Skarmory with the HP Fire. When he brings back in Slowking, I'm just going to Dragon Pulse and try to wear that thing down, because after Rocks, I may be able to knock this thing out, and if not knock it out, I can play around with Sucker Punch versus Toxicroak. If it's running knockoff, I'm going to be really disappointed, but he goes into Toxicroak right here, and that is a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. I'm going to Psyshock, as he will... Okay, he doesn't even Sucker Punch. So I may actually be able to squeeze this win out as he goes into Slowking. I'm going to Dragon Pulse. Like, if you want to switch out and sack your Ampharos, that's fine. Because, like, if I really want to, you're Assault Vest, I think? Did we see leftovers earlier? I'm kind of recording this kind of later. Wow, okay, he's Assault Vest. He ate that up. I'm going to sub. I'm going to sub down against this thing. Okay, this is going nowhere. I'm just going to Psyshock. So we end up picking up our first loss with this team. So, okay, unless we got a crit there. So basically, if I would have just gone for Psyshock straight away, I would have been okay. But we went like 6-1, I think, in this PokeBattle Saturday. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, as it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question in the video, which is Slowbro or Slowking. I know Nintendo is giving Slowbro some love with the Mega Evolution, but which one do you guys like more? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.